Welcome, race fans, here tonight at Freaky Fest. It's going to bring you Area 51 Racing League here tonight at Kansas Speedway as we just packed our haulers up from a good IndyCar race out at the good Brickyard, Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Well, these guys head down here to the good old windy city of Kansas City. Beautiful evening we're going to have here tonight for some awesome racing. So I'd like to welcome everybody here tonight out there on the Facebook side of things and the YouTube side of things. Much appreciate everybody tuning in, and we hope you love the action. Hopefully you love to watch these guys race, as they got a lot of cars out on the track here tonight, and we're going to see who takes home this season 1. Well, it's a season 3, race 1, season opener here at Kansas on their Wednesday night recruitment night. If you're looking to join this league, make sure you check these guys out here on Area 51 on iRacing's leagues page, and also make sure you check them out on Facebook and look them up, Area 51. But I am happy to have along with me Soda Can Johnson's going to be joining us up here in the booth with Captain Crunch Zach Hall. Our good old race reporters down there on the track is going to bring you all the information here tonight on these Monster Energy cars here at Kansas Speedway. How you guys doing tonight?
Hello, everyone. I'm doing pretty good. How about you, Zach?
Yeah, hello everybody out there. Thanks for tuning in. I'm doing wonderful here to see some action here tonight at Area 51 at Kansas. This track puts on a good show in this package, I must say. So I'm interested to see how this plays out.
Yeah, I mean, I myself am not a huge fan of Kansas, but it definitely does put on a show. It can be difficult to pass, but it can be done. I think here we got Kansas at the daytime. Usually we tend to see this race track at night, but here we got it in the daytime. It looks like it's about almost 4 o'clock in sim time, so a good time of day to be racing. I think there's going to be multiple lines. And as always here on Area 51, they're going to put on a show, so we're in for a good time tonight.
That's for sure. They're definitely going to put on a show as they always do. And speaking of multiple lines, Brian, I got a question for you. This is going to be the big thing I think that wins the race. Which line is going to come out on top? And I think I know where I'm going with, but which line do you think? Because you do with this package. We used to only run the top here with the old package. Just due to the more horsepower we had and the higher speeds we were carrying. But with the slower speeds, the bottom and the middle do work early in the run. So do you start down low and move up, or do you stick to the bottom, or do you stick to the top from the beginning?
Well, if it was last year, I think I would, whichever, it would be pretty simple for me last year. It would be, whichever lane is going to get me to the front. Now, that's pretty big. But I'm leaning more towards the bottom. Like you said, with the older package, we did run right up near the wall. I didn't really like that whole lot. But this new package, it's a year old now, so it's just a package at this point. But yeah, running kind of down on the bottom, maybe in the middle later in the run, once those tires wear off. But speaking of tires, we have a new tire model on these things this year. So, last year the big story was the aero push and the draft and the downforce, all of that. This year it's going to be all about this V7 tire. It's in the oval world. It's gotten it's had some heat put onto it, but on the road side, it's a really good road tire. And even on the oval side, I think it is a little bit of an improvement as far as being able to feel the grip in the sim, which is very difficult to do. But I think iRacing did a good job with that, but it's kind of odd on the oval side of things, this tire is. So I think this year I'm going to run the line, whichever one gets me to the front and whichever one saves me the most tire at the same time.
Well, that was a great answer. Well thought out, but I'm gonna do short and simple with mine. I think if we have less than 10 laps in this race, the bottom is probably gonna win this race. But I think after 10 laps, I think you're going to see guys on the top. I think the wall is still going to be the best line after the tires start to wear. and you're going to see surprise some guys. And the first guy to figure it out, I think, on the older tires is going to drive around the top of everybody. It's going to be interesting to see if that plays out like that, but I may be wrong. So we'll have to see.
It's going to be super interesting. You know, if nobody knows about these new 7 tires here on the oval side of iRacing, especially on these cars, it takes several laps to get up to speed. Now, these tires like heat. So coming out of pit road, it's not like it used to be where your quickest laps are going to be, you know, the first, second, third lap. Now we're more into the realm of 5th, 6th, 7th, sometimes 8th lap being the quickest lap. It just takes so long to get that heat and the pressure's built up. But with that, the tires, percentage-wise, they wear a lot. There's a ton of wear, but there isn't as much fall off, so it's a little weird. You know, not a lot of fall off on the times lap to lap. I mean, during a run here at Kansas, I'm expecting maybe 3 to 4 tenths fall off during a whole run.
I'd say full second.
You think a full second?
Yeah, from just the experience I've gotten in the last few races, like Chicagoland, yeah.
Okay, well,
Chicagoland, that's just basing off of that, so
it's still half as much as y'all.
Right, we'll see.
But you know what? The other night at Chicagoland, I think my right front got down to like a 28% tread left, 24. So I mean, these tires are just wearing at an incredible rate. But like you said, you know, second fall off, it's just not. It's unusual, but it's going to lead to some good racing. I think. The less fall off equals closer racing equals better for us.
Yeah, exactly. Better for our seat here in the booth. And I believe this is their lower tier league, right, Robert? This is how you make it to their Thursday night big
Correct.
show.
Correct. Yeah, I just want to clarify. I did make a mess up last night in the Indy broadcast. I thought they had trucks. That they do trucks. I was completely wrong. I do got the schedule, which I will get that out to you guys later. But so I do apologize to anybody who listened last night. I thought we were going to have the trucks at Kansas, but as you can see, it's the Gen 6 cars. But basically, yes. To answer your question there, Zach, it is a recruitment race. They run 4 races. They have 2 Cup races and 2 Indy races. So next week's race will be with the Indy cars. The following week will be with the Cup cars. Then they finish off with the Indy cars. Whoever is in the top 5 in them points automatically get promoted up to the big league, where they get to run the Cup cars and the Indy cars and all that stuff. Now, I don't know if they offer anything getting up to the big tier. I'm sure they do. I haven't seen any notes on that, but your goal is to get up there. So, you know, so yes, this is their starter series, I guess, if that's what you want to call it.
Definitely. Robert, there's a return of something you may want to see out there.
Squatty potty.
Third on the board. Yeah, let's third on the board. Matt Quick with the squatty potty machine.
Yeah, birds. That's what I'm talking about.
Put that out to you there.
He's gonna be bringing a can of out on everybody tonight.
Oh man!
You need to get you one of them boards. You need to get you a Go XLR so you have like a little board to press.
Yeah.
Clips.
Well, if anybody wants to donate some $100,
$500 for Go XLR.
I'm more than willing to get one. I mean,
well, you don't need something like that. You just need something like what I use.
That's true.
True.
Yeah.
But with the Go XLR, that's what's cool is you can actually record people. Like, say someone says something funny, you can actually take that snippet back from it and replay it.
Oh.
Yeah. Like live.
Then I don't want anybody listening to me and doing that, because oh my God, that would be.
Get one out just for you, Robert, so I can just go.
Yeah, we should get it.
That'd be
at the end of the year. We can have a Robertism show.
That's really true.
That'd be like a 10-minute show, maybe even longer, half an hour. The way I talk sometimes. Sometimes I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Holy mackerel, Doc.
Hey now, that's my saying. That's a freaky fast. Gonna get
Slogan.
freaky nuts. Holy mackerel, Doc is right. That's right. Well, hopefully everybody out there is ready for this race here. I know I am. You guys gave a good rundown on these cars. As you can tell, we got these cars pretty well figured out. So
yeah, we're in.
We would like to think so.
Well,
last night we were out in the jungle, trying to find our way through the bushes, and we got better. With no machete, we clawed our way through, and I think we did a pretty good job of escaping. And now, we're back in our sandbox and our play.
Yeah. Well, everybody loved the broadcast. So, I mean, that's all that counts. But all right. Well, hey guys, we got a minute to go here. Brian, do we want to give a quick shout out to good old sponsorship of iPitting and a little bit of info on Dirty Air?
Oh yeah, we sure can. Yeah, we're gonna talk about iPitting for a second. If you head over to iPitting.com, they will get you all set up with all of your iRacing data needs, whether that be for your personal endeavors, if you racing your car all by yourself or with the team. I think it works better with the team. We got some endurance racing coming up. I think it would be a good idea to maybe look into a bit of that data for your endurance team. Over at iPitting.com, it sets you up with a board of all of the data that you need from schedules, results, championship points, standings, puts it all in nice little charts, easy to read. It's also a good help for your team community manager who may post things over onto Facebook, Twitter. It can help them get all of that data out, show the world all of the results that you have come up together with, again, by yourself or with your team. And then it's also a great platform to easily stream to Twitch. Got that 24-hour at Daytona coming up. If you're planning on streaming, maybe you could use iPitting to help you with that. But head over to iPitting.com. You can start out for free and go tell them that Freaky Fast broadcast sent you.
For sure, Brian. And proud to announce here, always as first, as we would, the Dirty Air podcast will be returning here in 2020 in a few weeks with its first episode. Talking about all the crazy stuff that's happened this all season with NASCAR about to kick off. So go check out the Dirty Air podcast at Dirty Air Podcast on Facebook and Twitter. And also remember, you can check out all their 2019 episodes on iTunes, Spotify, and Google Play.
All right.
Speaking of, sorry, Robert.
Oh, go ahead.
Speaking of NASCAR news, I heard a little bit of there's some new pitting rules for truck and Xfinity that we'll have to get into. I'm kind of excited to talk about.
Yeah, it's interesting. I gotta do some more research to completely understand it, but I've seen some things about it, and I've heard opinions on both sides, so I'm interested to read a little more into it.
Yeah, big changes coming.
Oh, well, I guess I need to look it up, because I don't know. I didn't hear anything. When was that announced?
A few days ago. Like,
okay.
Two, 3 days ago.
I had just seen it today, but it's the strategy calls. There's going to be a lot more strategy involved.
Yeah, strategy is going to be way more important. It's no longer going to be just
at certain tracks.
Yeah, true. Exactly. But
so that's just for the trucks and Xfinity.
Yeah, they're first. Yeah. I think they're implementing it to try it out. The series first or something.
But so NASCAR can change it and screw it up more.
Well, I think it's interesting. What I've heard from it, it sounds interesting. I don't know if Brian, you understand it completely, but
okay.
I think I get a general gist of it, and again, I think it's good for strategy. Just shake things up a bit. Pitting in NASCAR has been.
I think it also helps the lower budget teams also too. I heard.
Okay.
That's another reason why.
And I do like that they're thinking about the lower tier teams, because the lower tier teams make NASCAR. I don't care what anybody says. They do.
They really do, and they can't. And if say you're running good in a lower tier team and you have a pit stop, and you have a really subpar pit, crew, it's gonna hurt you. So
right.
That takes away positions for them guys. So that's tough.
Right.
So we'll see. I think, like I said, I think anything to help those guys out, that would be awesome. Just because that's how the sport started off. Those none of these big teams. So
Mm-hmm.
So it
single
started out as
qualifications.
guys racing to put food on the table for their families. So
Yep.
gotta
Yeah.
give homage to that. I think that's the right phrase. I'm not sure, but yeah, whatever it is. But we do have Raymond Rittenauer the second up on the pole right now, 31.150. Levi Cox was up there with a 31.162 right before Raymond beat him out. Got 10 guys qualified so far, and the times are close.
Very, very, very close. All the way to really sixth place. Even back to seventh. Very, very close. So we'll have to see. It's gonna be interesting with this new tire. It seems like we have to lift a lot more early than we used to at this package last time around. So it'll be interesting. And also, it's like Kim Worley's gonna be putting in a time there, Robert, with the Scooby-Doo machine. So see what he does.
Well, and also, just to let you guys know, I don't know if you've seen card numbers, but so I know we kind of get used to the gist of card numbers, but like Levi tonight is in 109. So I have to try to not call out the wrong name by accident.
Yeah, I noticed Charles Johnson seems like he's changed his number from 14 to 28. That's a good call for him. It's a very good number.
Jesus.
See, I'm trying to think of anybody else who may have changed their number. Spud Steele always been the 6.
Yeah, well, see, here the thing is that's not so much that they changed their number, Brian. They have to
between nights.
Yeah, they have to do it in a certain way because when it comes to recruitment races, they don't want to just lock up all these numbers. You know what I mean? So they basically float numbers around. I'm assuming, and I can get more confirmation on that from Charles, but I believe that's why we're seeing it. So, like tomorrow night, we should see Levi Cox in his original number.
Yeah, well, that does make sense because I think if I looked on iRacing, right, they have over 90 people in this recruitment.
Right.
So.
Right, so it's hard.
That would be a lot of numbers.
Yeah, and you start locking numbers in, you kind of run out of numbers, and you don't know who's showing or not, and well, we all know how that all rolls. But all right, well, looks like we're gonna have Raymond up here on the board here tonight. So with that being said, as everybody's going to be gridding here, we will be racing 100 laps here for Season 3 opener here for the recruitment races. Points will be handed out, of course, after every race for 4 weeks, and then they start a new season. Top 5 move on to the big show. Basically get promoted up, and but this also, guys, is open to anybody. Anybody can race it. Anybody in the whole league can show up and race in this night. So that also is the reason why numbers kind of get jibber jabber too, because it's open to everybody. If you can race against the top tier guys and be clean, well, then you deserve to be a top tier guy. That's just my opinion. That's the way I look at it. But of course, what do I know? But all right, well, waiting for Raymond, waiting for everybody to get on the grid here, taking their good old time. It looks like.
Yeah, we're missing a couple people there. There's Candy Early. Our pole sitter's still wandering around somewhere, but
they're tightening the lug nuts.
Yeah, make sure those tight. There he is.
There he is. All right, now we can run through the top 10 grid here before we go green.
Yes, sir. Well, tonight, your pole sitter, Raymond Rittenauer II with a 31.15. It's going to put him on the pole with Levi Cox on his outside. Behind him, it's going to be Matt Quick in third. Brandon Clark is going to be in fourth. And Ken Worley, that Scooby-Doo machine, is going to be fifth. Dale Willoughby actually tied Ken fifth. They both ran a 31.187. But Dale's going to be starting sixth, with Larry Stubblefield in 7th, Jack Walls 8th, Chris Tague, I'm sorry if I butchered that, but you're going to be starting 9th, and Ted Decker Jr. is going to be 10th place here tonight. Kansas, 100 laps, 150 miles. It's about 4:15 in the afternoon. It's going to be a good race.
That's your Fast 10.
Brought to you by Area 51 tonight, I believe, as this is a recruitment race. Normally it's brought to you by Dirty Air, but we have to get the dirty air out of the squatty potty first before we do anything. So I had the. I don't know. Go ahead.
I see our track temp. Well, first off, our air temp is 66 degrees. That's kind of cool. But our track temp, 83 degrees. There's a ton of grip to be had out there. It might actually be a little bit tight.
We'll have to see. We'll have to see.
Well, this is the first time I've seen with the new tires here at Kansas, so I don't know what I'm expecting to see here. I know that you could run 2x2 for a while, but then that high line would prevail. But let's see what that low line can do here tonight, here at Kansas Super Speedway, as Green's out here, guys.
And that it is. Right now, it takes off there on the bottom.
And nice solid restart. He's gonna clear that 109 up top. Looks like the old squatty potty is gonna do that as well. Then you got Ken Worley on the inside. He's looking to get up into third there as they bump and shove each other on the back stretch.
Oh, go Scooby-Doo. He's running that low line. He's getting that thing motoring. Looking pretty strong down there right now.
The thing with these new tires, they're not quite up to the 100% grip level yet.
Right.
They're still building up that heat, building up that pressure. So not quite all the grip that they should have here in a few laps. So that's why, usually at this point, they'd be 2x2x2 stacked up on top of each other, but it's just not the case anymore.
Well, we'll see how this all plays out as we're going to complete 2 laps here at the start here. And see here, we're going on number 3 as Eric's going to put down the fastest lap. Like you said there, lap number 2, he put down a 31.307 there, Brian. So, like you said, the more laps they get going, the faster they're going to go.
See, and that was on lap 2, and that's 2/10 slower than what they did in qualifying. So there's still going to be some more speed to have as they're trying to be 3 wide there for second.
I got
Ken Worley makes me move.
Oh, you're all right.
Ken Worley darts to the inside, trying to take the lead, but I think right now Zach may have been right. I think the outside lane was supposed to be right now.
Looking pretty strong. There's one car back there in the John Deere machine 071 did slightly touch the wall. But the bottom lane through the corners is looking good though still. So it's it's just the top skid running off, but look at the bottom lane's actually doing a pretty good job right here.
It's coming in. They've built up to that grip level now, and now they're the 2x2x2x2 that we're used to seeing.
Definitely.
With this 2019 package.
Oh, also, before I forget to let you two know, Josh Coley said in the 33 there, or defending back-to-back champion here at Area 51, if something happens to him tonight and he can't continue, he's going to be waiting, and he wants to come down and join you guys in the booth to have a little talk and call the race action and have some fun. So I said, sure. I mean, if he wants to come, we can get a driver input, in the race.
Yeah, definitely. No, hey.
No, former champ is not allowed.
If he was running the 28, he would be allowed, right?
Let's say what?
If he was running the 28 car, you'd be allowed.
Well, the 28
yeah,
is the owner, though, so he is definitely allowed.
True.
He gets a yes anyways. But, no, we can definitely, hopefully Josh can...
Yeah, he's always welcome.
Yeah,
hopefully he don't have to come up.
Hopefully he has a great race for him, but knowing him, he'll be right here in the thick of it. He's 10th place right now, so right now it's really just 2x2. Really, nothing has changed.
It's neck and neck right now.
Yeah, neck and neck, really, like you said. Yeah. Both lines are. That's good. I think that how good the outside line already is showing that once the tires start to wear, the outside line is going to be good.
I think it is, and running that outside line, I think you wear your tires a little bit less to begin with.
Yeah.
But then, later in the run, like you said, you are going to want to kind of move up into that second lane. So I think just by starting out there and already running that second lane, you're only helping yourself.
You seem to burn the right rear a little more too up high.
See, that's fine.
No, exactly.
Burn the right rear, all you need. You need that right front.
Yeah, see, Ken and the other guys are having to keep it pinned down here, but it's not too bad right now. It seems like cars are running really good on the bottom. Ken's going to actually lead this lap here. As well as
yeah, I think he will too. But yeah, it doesn't seem like the outside lane is getting huge runs off the corner and down the straight, so there's not a gigantic advantage to being up top right now. It's just a matter of, the guys on the bottom, they don't have anywhere to go.
And I got to congratulate these guys. They're showing a lot of patience. Somebody could have already tried to jump in here and take a few right up the middle, but...
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of patience being shown here. As soon as I say that, someone's probably going to do it, but at the moment, they're showing a lot of patience. And we do have a car sideways in the back of the field. I think that was Paul Patterson. We do have another one wrecking in front of him. I think it was Mike Morrison. Yeah,
that's caution.
In one 66 car.
Oh, yeah, he's all bent up.
Oh, yeah.
That started in the trial with Paul Patterson, 42.
Oh, yeah, just two guys going for the same bit of space.
Or 114 of Paul Rickman.
And he almost had it saved, too.
Yeah, very close.
Well, he helped the 114 get his car back straight, and unfortunately, he ran right into the wall hard hit. It sounded like he blew the motor, too. Oh, no, he didn't. I was going to say, he's going to have to call for a tow, but car's back up and running again. Whew, what a hit. Hey, Zach, real quick.
Yeah.
Do you want to give Brian Johnson, Soda Ken Johnson, our little epic race of the ending of the Indy cars last night?
Oh, how it ended, yeah. So, we had a pretty wild finish there, Brian. Going into 3 and 4, pretty much our leader, Jim Brooks, he blinked out going through 3.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and Charles Johnson technically took the lead from there, and then I believe it was Robert Richards there in 3rd. And then coming down the front straightaway, so entering 3, Jim blinks out, but then like as the wall starts for the pit road, coming down the front straightaway, he blinks back in. And he's in the lead right in front of Charles. And he wins the race. It was wild.
Wow.
Yeah, so he held on to the lead after he blinked out. It was really crazy.
Oh, it was hilarious.
Charles or not? Whoa!
We have the Jackrabbit on steroids.
Like crazy. What?
iRacing needs there's a bug.
Oh.
I don't know if you've seen it yet. I've been saying this in multiple broadcasting. Watch these Cup cars come down pit road. They jump up in the back like a jackrabbit, and then they land, and then the tires go up. But the 119 just did it looked like it was about ready to flip over.
That makes sense because it seems like ever since this past update, the December update, I know with the K&N cars, when I pull into my pit box and stop, my car will shut off.
That too. Yeah.
And I was like, what's going on here? But I don't notice it jiggling around. Now the A car, when I come to a stop in my pit box, it feels like I ran over my Jackman every time.
There's a speed bump there.
Like, oh, sorry.
I call it the Jackrabbit.
It definitely looks like it. Looks like it had some people stay out too.
Yeah. So iRacing, if you're listening, you need to fix that bug. Maybe that's what the January 14th maintenance is going to be. They'll fix that. I hope so, because they can't have that on the Peak series. Can you see the Peak drivers coming down and seeing Jackrabbit cars?
Yeah,
on NBC.
On national, on NBC. I was getting to that.
Yeah, I don't think that would look so well.
They're throwing a Jack Hammond there.
Jeff Hammond, what are those cars doing down there?
That would be hilarious. I'm sure he'd stand there and go, I know he'd come up with something really fast. You know that much on live TV. Them
That's
guys
for
are
sure.
good at broadcasting. They know how to, like Dale Jr. says, some of the stuff that goes on the background that we don't hear or see. Wow. It's just,
See, Dale Jr. say, he sponsored all them cars and they're just all hyped up on Mountain Dew.
yeah.
They're ready to go.
That burrs. That was crazy. Well, we'll have to keep an eye on that and see if it happens again. 'Cause
Right.
I'm waiting for a car to. Oh, that's what it is. It's Area 51. They're trying to shoot the cars out with the piston rod. That's it. They're trying to shoot it up and spin it around, land back on pit road.
It's the aliens trying to pick up the car, but the tracking is not strong.
Well, they're working. They're in training right now. The aliens are in training on how to make a pit stop. Yeah, you gotta give them some
It's
time.
the recruitment race for them, too.
Yeah, right. Yeah, there you go. So if we see a couple of aliens rolling down pit road, don't worry about it. They just hit them. It's okay. It's a recruitment race. They'll replace them. Okay, anyways, yeah, totally
We're
off the
gonna
subject.
Re-rack them here for a restart on lap 15, going on 16.
Did Charles Johnson take 2, Robert? Or did anybody take 2?
Yes. He had a 9.1 pit stop, and the rest of the field looks like they all had a 4-tire pit stop.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
see, I think that's a good call. I think 2 tires with this package and the tires we have now, I think, especially after that many laps, it's not a bad call. It's
We'll see how
not
it
terrible.
plays. Yeah, we'll see how it plays out here. Matters how much there's less sides more, but we'll see here if they go back green.
All right, we're gonna wait for that flag to fly here, and we're gonna get ready to go freaky crazy. And here we go, green, 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 green's out. Bing, bang, boom. Whoop, whoop.
And they're off. That 87 car of Raymond Rittenauer, he's got that matte finish on there, something we had an update on while we were gone.
True, very true. Got the spec maps now. Cars look
Well, see,
amazing.
Charles is making me look like an idiot. 2 tires.
Yeah.
He's got to let him warm up first.
Oh, he's way up the track though.
Yeah, that first 3 and 4 lap is always the toughest on this tire model. You can see right here battling up front, really now leading, but he's got Brandon Clark really all stuck up under him there in the 16 or 119. Sorry about that. And then Larry Stubblefield in the 82 on the bottom, going for the lead.
Good old Larry.
Good old Larry. You also got Squatty Potty in 3rd in line up top.
Ooh,
And Matt
119, big shove to Raymond right there. Just right now, it's hard to get anywhere. It's hard to pass. We're building up those pressures right now, mainly single file, but here in about 3-4 laps, they're going to be like they were when we saw them before. Ooh, as the Squatty Potty gets a little pinched right there. So 3 wide for 3rd.
I'm okay. Oh. Oh. The drink went down the wrong pipe. I do apologize for everybody out there. Hold on, I gotta mute my mic.
And
Charles
119
Johnson's
just.
hanging on, Brian, up there. He's still on top. Top.
He is. I
Left a few
think
laps,
that
let's come back to
it may have been just a
that
handful.
initial takeoff.
A handful of laps too long for 2 tires.
Maybe.
Maybe, I don't know. We're still in a big learning phase for these tires, even though we've been running them for a while with the K-Ns, but just the A-car package, and it's a completely different animal.
It really is. This is a wild race though. These guys are really.
Getting whirly.
Getting whirly in the wall. 11.
Smack that sacred barrier bit that pops out on the entry. Easy to do. It's going to be passed by the 15 there of David Edwards. And that damage is probably going to cost him for the rest of this race.
Yeah, we're riding inside, and it looks like it's pretty significant damage he's got right there, guys. It's pretty popped up there.
Yeah.
He hit it pretty good. Oh, is that 15 looking through? Oh, the 11 saves it, and it looks like he's going to bail.
No.
Oh no!
Oh. Right in front of.
I think that was
73
Chris Tague.
and the 88, I believe.
Got into the back of somebody.
Michael Spell. He got in the back of Michael Spell in the 88.
Yeah, Chris was trying to make it stick down there on the bottom. Didn't have the tire for it.
Oh, watch it. Oh, the 80. Oh, the 73 clipped the apron guys and got the car loose, and he saved it. But unfortunately, like you guys said, the 88 was there, and Michael Spell went for the joyride.
Uh,
It was a pretty aggressive turn-in, too, I must say. From the 73.
It was. That was
He was
a very
hopeful turn-in.
It was a hopeful turn. Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunate for Michael Spell there. I think the 73 didn't have that too much damage. Looks like most guys got through that clean.
That's gonna help
Most
Ken
guys
too,
are coming down pit road.
Well, and Ken definitely needed to see this because with that damage, he bailed off the track and was getting getting out of everybody's way, and then the yellow came out right in front of him. So now he gets to come down and get that thing fixed and start it all over again.
They do get their standard 3 fast fixes tonight. So use one there as everybody does their little bunny hops on their way out.
I'm looking for the Easter egg. Anybody see any Easter eggs?
See, that's the next season update.
Oh.
2020 season 2. Every time the car does that, a little Easter egg will pop out.
And if you hit the gold one, you go to the lead automatically?
Yeah, it gives you a waiver.
That's what I'm talking about. All right. Well, that's looking forward to next patch. No,
just avoid the one that comes out of the 29th.
Well, jeez. Yeah. Most definitely. You caught me there for a minute. I was like, what? 29? But now I get it. I got it. I get it. I got it. Oh, boy. Well, how's everybody doing out there tonight? Don't forget to hit us up in a little bit of chat. Don't be bashful. Let's chat and have some fun. Let's talk. Let's get freaky. Let's get crazy. Let's... whatever. Let's have some fun. Chat away.
Let's talk about these guys out here.
That's right. Who you rooting for? I know we got Larry's wife should be watching. Charles Johnson, I know his wife's watching. I've got to look through the field here. Not sure if there's anybody else out there that's watching that's family member, but hit us up on chat and let us know.
Looks like Bud Steele is our leader at the moment. Jack Ball's in second. These guys, did they take 2 or stay out?
Jack took 2, and Bud took 2.
Okay.
And everybody else took 4.
I think they wanted to back off from these guys in front.
No. That or they didn't want to do the bunny hop. What's that song? The bunny hop. Is that how it goes? Bunny hop? I'd have to look it up. It's an old one. You know the song I'm talking about. You know what? You don't listen to oldies?
This is before my time.
Honestly, you guys don't listen to oldies though?
I never listened.
Not really.
There's a song with the bunny hop. It's a bunny hop. Oh my goodness. It's even before my time. It's like a 1960 song. I'm sure somebody out there watching knows what I'm talking about.
They wrote a song about a bunny hopping?
It's in the lyrics though. Something about bunny hop. I forget. I remember my mom playing it all the time. I remember it when I was a kid, but anyways, that has nothing to do with it. Well, it kind of has to do with the race because the cars are bunny hopping right now. So,
see, are we looking at 1953?
1953. Okay, from who?
the bunny hop from the Ray Anthony show.
Yeah, okay. I thought so. I thought so. All right, well, Brian, Zach, pace car's going to duck in. We're going to get loud. Let's scream. Let's say green. Green, 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 green's out. You guys didn't yell. Boo.
G-R-E-E.
Green! All right. Well, they're sending it down the turn one here side by side as we got. Oh, wow. Look at them car. Wow. Man, they were swaying all over the place.
They were snaking.
Big time.
Uh-oh, look to the inside here, Larry.
Full 3 wide for the lead.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Old tires here. Did Larry make it work, bud?
Cold tires, 2 tires, 4 tires.
Good one off the top.
They are. They're going to put Bud right in the middle. Oh, no.
That clears the bottom. Good run from him on 2 tires there.
Yeah, I was going to say that's a great power run there to stay back and get right back up there to the lead. But look at the difference from the high line to the low line. It's just speed.
The 15 and the 73 got together. 73 is going to spin, keep it straight. There's going to be other stuff.
Ted Decker Jr., I believe, involved with that too.
Oh,
and back to Josh Coley. Josh Coley did go into it.
All right.
Like,
let's see.
Oh, yeah, domino effect.
See here. Watching the 73's into the wall. Tries to save it. The 88 gets around him. And he's still bouncing off the wall. And then, chain reaction by everybody.
Yeah, Josh Cully, actually, he just had some rear end damage. Somebody got to the back. I think that's all he's got. He may not even have to use the fast fix for that.
No, but these guys that did take 2 tires, that all works out. They got track position. They got a yellow. Now, let's see if everybody pits, it's going to be a great call. Whoa, Bud's going to stay out?
Yeah, I think everybody's going to stay out there. I don't think,
I seen... Okay, that was a fake pit stop. My bad. I seen somebody going down there, and I thought everybody was going to follow. You know, it's just... But I was wrong.
Looks like Dale in the 07 will come down. Josh Coley, Paul Patterson, Kim Worley, Eric Laurie, Ted Decker Jr., and Chris Tagg.
Oh, look at that. Did you see that good old post out there for Larry there on YouTube, their side, Zach?
Nah.
Oh.
I didn't, I actually pulled that up.
Oh, you're not on YouTube? Okay. I thought normally you're over there monitoring it.
Yeah, I was. Somehow got exited out.
Oh, okay. No biggie. No biggie.
I don't see it.
Oh, well, we have Larry's wife and kids rooting on for him in the 82, and they want to see him get the win.
He's been up there. He's been up in the top 5 for just about the whole race thus far.
Oh, and now he blinked out. Oh, wait, now he's back. As you were talking, he blinked out, and he was falling down the standings. I was like,
He was looking pretty good. I think he was battling for 3rd, 2nd, maybe 1st at one point during that first run. Started 7th up to 4th. We also got Bud Steele. Of course, he did take those 2 tires. He started 14th. Another big mover. Let's see, we got David Edwards, 15. He started 19th up to 10. Gotta say, I do like I like Bud's scheme he's got going on there. He's got that custom number, all nice and shiny.
It's good. It looks good, matey.
Something good iRacing gave us. Nice little Christmas present. Spec mats.
Yeah,
So you can now make your car as matte as the 87 there, or as shiny as Bud. And anywhere in between.
is a fun tool, that's for sure, and it's added some creativity to the paint jobs, especially they needed it because it was getting kind of the same.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was hard to make something look different, stand out.
Right.
Anybody and everybody. They did it in a good way too. It's pretty easy to learn, easy to do yourself. Most of the time.
Well, pace car lights are going to go off here.
Yep.
Right.
Lap 31, we'll be going green on lap 32. That's, what, about 60, 68 to go, somewhere around there.
I believe so.
So, definitely looking at 1 pit stop, maybe 2, I'm thinking.
I'd say 1, maybe?
Yeah, I'm thinking you could maybe split it in half.
I think you could do 34.
I think so. You think as many mile and a halves as we've done with these guys with this fuel
We know.
percentage, we know by now.
You know, it's that's the one thing you never know sometimes. And this package of new tires changes the speed and fuel burning. So,
The tires kind of put all of our data out.
yep, we'll have to see how that data stands up. But see if these boys can do this. This pace car pulls off.
All right. Pace car's going to duck off. We're going to get ready to go back green here with 31 laps completed here with the season opener here at Area 51 as green's out.
If there was a Mazda, they'd say zoom, zoom, zoom.
I like that commercial.
Checked up there, see if they can get rolling here. Is Raymond written
Raymond
out
wants that.
Yeah. But here comes Brandon Clark in the 119. He won one of our special races, exhibition ones. See if Brandon Clark can put himself back in victory lane.
He's doing pretty good. He's been like the old 82 there, Larry. He's been up front most of this race.
Well, I know Brendan, he's a teammate with Levi. So them two, if they can get together, I'm sure they'll work together.
Ooh, Larry flirting with the wall.
Man, that's as close as you can get.
Hey, you couldn't stick a piece of paper between him and the wall.
And they say using up the whole track, they mean literally using up the whole track.
He's going to go 3 wide in the middle between Bud and the 109 there of Levi Cox.
Yeah, that's a great battle.
15. 15's going to make Bud slow up there. It's up front. You got the 119 trying to slide up in front of Raymond, but Raymond's not going to let that happen.
Jack Walls is doing a great job holding off with these 2 tires and the spotty potty a little bit into the wall.
Yeah.
The 28 has to make a move. Charles Johnson's back to the bottom.
He's going to the bottom, but there's not going to be a place for him to come back up to into the top lane. I think top lane's the place to be.
Yeah, it just seems like you got a lot more options up there and just easier to hold the car to, it doesn't seem like you'll burn the tires up as much either. These other guys are having a hard time keeping the car not from going towards the wall, so.
Yeah, you can just hold so much more momentum up there. As Kansas was known for, top groove racing. And I did see a difference, though, in one of these patches, though, as we can see right now, with the 83, the 87, the 29, they're holding the ground up top, and then you got the 28, the 119, holding the ground on the bottom with Larry there in the 82. So this is about 3 laps into this side by side.
Yeah, it's multiple lines of you.
Oh.
And the 83 and the 87 are
Charles going to look to the bottom. He's going to make it 3 wide.
Whoa, 3 wide for the lead.
Yeah, that bottom line is just not working right now.
Outside lines digging.
Ooh, it's close there.
Three
We're gonna
wide.
go 3 wide again.
Yep, 3 wide for second this time. Brendan does back out of it a little bit.
3 wide again back there. Look at this action. Levi Cox.
Look at that 15.
Matt
If you,
Quick with 15, yeah.
I was gonna say, if
See,
that
that's-
15 could, sorry Brian, if that 15 could have got some of that draft off that 19 man, he probably could have flew right up through the middle of the field.
If it was last night, he would have.
Well, that's true. Yeah, IndyCars, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
that 15 there of David Edwards, I don't recognize that name, but he is he's looking impressive.
No, David Edward, I believe, is a rookie at the league. So this is his first showing here at Area 51. So, and like you said there, Brian, he's looking pretty impressive here so far. Oh,
Yeah, he's running with the best of them.
well, and that's how you get promo. Stay clean, run with the best of them, and if you can beat the best, well, that just shows a lot, you know.
You see, 119 has managed to clear Jack Walls there for the lead.
Yeah,
He took that from the inside.
Yeah, he said, thank you very much. I will take that outside line. And I think that's the right move. I think all these guys know that sooner or later, if this run goes on for more than 10 to 15 laps, the outside line is cooking.
Yeah, I think that as soon as you can. Oh, no!
Six of Bud
That's
Steele.
Bud Steele.
I think 88 might spell. Oh, no.
Michael Spell again.
Oh, they're
Caught up.
still wrecking.
That's going to take Ted Decker Jr., the 73 of Chris.
Paul Regney, Josh Cully. Maybe. Did he get involved?
Got through it. He did
Just slowly got through. Yeah, he's clean. Champ stays clean.
Oh, doing that.
Bill Baker Jr., Eric Laurie, Paul Patterson. And the pace car.
That's 73 of Chris. He might be running out of his quick. He just was involved in this one again. He's been involved in multiple incidents here tonight.
Yeah, that one was neck code too, so that was unfortunate for him there.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
I did see a good bit of neck coating cracked. So it might just be something that drivers are going to have to deal with here tonight. Unfortunately, sometimes you get some bad luck like that.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? And, you know, fortunately, I know all drivers, if they could fix it, they would, you know.
.119, he's going to have a pretty decent gap here coming down pit road. If he doesn't come out the leader, I would be very surprised.
Unless he gets caught speeding.
Or he does one too many bunny hops.
Yeah, that's possible.
28 does his. 83, 82, yeah, there they all go. Bump, bump.
Every time, I'm
But
sorry.
It's so weird.
I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I can't. You think, okay, after a while, it is what it is, because this is what iRacing has
no.
right now. Oh no! So
Oh,
what now?
I jinxed him. The 119, I forgot. Yeah, he slid through and then he forgot he had it in reverse.
Oh,
Started
jeez.
backing up.
Wow, you just did the broadcast jinx.
I did. I'm sorry.
Well, well, well. Well, Brandon, I don't know what to tell you, bud. You go back and watch this race. Hit Brian Johnson up on Facebook. Don't you can all you want. He's not going to read your message because he never reads messages on Facebook. So
That's true.
it doesn't matter. He could probably log into Facebook and go, "Holy crap! I got 100 messages."
Well, out front, I think Levi Cox took 2 tires.
Yes.
Okay. Well, Larry Stubblefield there in second. Is he on 4?
Yes, everybody else is on 4. The only person that took 2 tires from the all the way down to 15th position took 4 tires set for Levi.
All right.
So 2 tires against basically the whole field. Let's see how that works out.
Yeah.
I think another way 2 tires works better is if you get 2, 3, 4 people to do it. If you got some, some numbers. Get a few
Yeah.
drivers there with 2 tires, it definitely helps because then the guys with 4 tires have nowhere to go. But when
Well-
you're just the odd man out, it's tough to do.
Well, and not only that, Brian and Zach, league rules is he has to start on the inside. This track is known for speed, as we've been seeing. We've been talking about the high line, and he can't start up there. So he might get pinched down there on that low line, 2 tires, low line's not working as good as the top line. You know what I mean? That's, whew.
Yeah, the only thing is, assuming they're allowed to do it, is once that green flag comes out and they restart, he can cut all the way down to the grass, get on that apron, and cut that distance, and he should be able to clear the guy in second.
Okay.
That's what I would.
Are they allowed to go down on the apron?
I have no idea. I think they have to go on, which is why I would do that. If I could control the restart, I wouldn't have to go on the apron.
Right. Well, that wouldn't matter because he not jump it, but he controls it. He can go
exactly
when he wants to, so it doesn't matter. That 82 then would have to be on his balls and whistles. You know what I mean? And get ready and be in the right gear and just listen to the other engine sounds. And when he hits that gas, you hit it. Because if you're off a split second, and that's it, guys, a split second matters in NASCAR.
Oh, less than a split second on a restart. I'll tell you what, I've been sucking at restarts lately and just getting killed.
Getting burnt.
Just a tenth or two too late, that slow reaction time, not a drag racer. So as much as I like watching it, don't have that reaction time that kill you on restarts.
Yes, I feel you. Reaction time with an 8-year-old man.
All right, well, pace car ducks in here with 45 laps complete of 100. Getting ready to start lap 46 as green's out. Let's see how this all plays out.
Man, yeah, 82.
Oh, the
no.
119's going around. He just got rear-ended from the back.
Went back in.
Oh, is that what happened?
I think so.
But it was because of the blink there.
That's an immediate caution.
Let's go back on the replay and let's see what happened here, guys. And
I think he missed a gear, man.
Did he? I thought I saw him blink out.
It was that reverse.
It was Charles Johnson in front of him. Yeah.
oh, Charles Johnson blinked out. He didn't. Oh, wait a minute. He never even hit Charles Johnson. It was a net code, like he ran in the back of
Zach's
him.
right. I think he may be using an H pattern and went into reverse.
Okay, well, here we go. We can actually go. Let me find it.
Yeah,
Let's go back and ride along with him in the cockpit. And let's listen to everybody and see what he does here.
I think he went the first.
well,
It doesn't sound like
I
it,
don't know
though.
where he went to, but I know he didn't go to third.
He shifted. That's exactly what happened. I mean, you can see the RPMs.
Okay, because
Yeah,
it doesn't
jump back up to
sound
90.
like it.
Well, you can hear the clutch also go like in the transmission clicking.
Like what?
Clicking.
It's okay. We got horse and buggies in the booth.
Shifted to something, but it wasn't third.
Yeah, I the only reason I would say first is because I don't see you going to reverse because most time reverse is where.
Yeah, it's on the other side.
Yeah. So, I feel like he probably went the first. He probably missed third, went the first. And going that fast, right at third gear RPM, I mean, he was winding it out already. And then going first, that's going to wheel hop like no days tomorrow.
Oh yeah, it
He's
definitely
lucky he
will
didn't
hop.
bust that engine, and he's able to.
Yeah, I'm surprised the engine didn't let go because he actually hit 9,800 on the
That thing should have
RPM.
popped.
Yeah, he's lucky.
Now-
he's very lucky.
iRacing does have. Do they have a damaged model basically in these engines? If that happens, it would make the engine weak. I guess is what I'm trying to say.
I don't think so. I don't
No,
think
not yet.
Not
I would like to see
me.
something like that. I would like to see something like that implemented, where you can keep care of your equipment and work better. But I don't believe so at the moment.
Yeah, I
about
think-
that.
that's probably something that they're going to do with this new damage model that they're slowly implementing.
Possibly. Yeah.
I think once they get the, the aesthetics from the damage model, like they're already working on, onto everything, then they might be going into the more mechanical side of things. Like, oh, if you hit a rumble strip too hard, or you hit a curve too hard, you're gonna break your steering. You're gonna break the suspension.
Right.
So,
And that would be so awesome to see.
It'll be much more realistic.
I know, if I would take a percentage guess, I think they're probably about 60% there. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm sure they didn't release all the stuff they have, in the background.
Right.
You just got a little taste of what they have.
Back there.
Yeah. And iRacing does one well of a job. Just a couple weeks ago, they hit 10,000 subscribers. 10,000. Wow. Yeah, that's congratulations to them. We were talking about that earlier. About a week ago, maybe something. Me and Zach were talking about that. 10,000 subscribers. They've been out almost a decade.
Have been a decade. I think it came out in 08.
Came out in 08.
Oh, wait. Okay, so yeah, 12. It's over. It's 12 years. Well, I mean, that is, to have a sim still running from where it started to where it is now, a decade. Yeah. That is hands down. You don't see a lot of companies or games staying out that long, a decade, except for maybe Call of Duty and I'm sure there's games out there, but a lot of racing games you don't see that. Not that I've seen it.
As of right now, we got 2,589,599,040 laps turned on iRacing.
Jesus,
that's a lot of. When I joined, it was about a billion less.
Yeah, I don't remember when I joined. I never.
Half a billion of those laps, didn't you, Brian?
What?
You did about half of those laps, half a billion.
I wish I would be much better if I did.
Well, we're 1 to green here, halfway through the race now, guys.
That's for sure.
5 yellows, 12 lead changes.
This is where it starts to pick up.
Yeah, we got some heavy shade out on the track right now. The track temp has been steadily dropping since the beginning of the race, although it has risen since the last time I looked at it. Last time I looked at it, it was 79. Now we're back up to 84, so right where we begun.
All right, well, Larry's going to lead him to the green as green flag flies here on lap 50 at Area 51 season opener.
Good start. Solid restart from everybody that time. Inside lane actually has some momentum here coming out of 2. That'll change shortly.
Yeah, that 28 and that
109.
Yeah. 109, leave back out there. Building up some momentum around this top, see what they can do. Larry goes up the top side around, but he decides to go right back to the bottom. I think the 109s will get to his outside here in the 1, but he should clear enough to where he can slide up if he wants.
Yeah, I think if I was Larry, I'd slide up right now.
Yeah, you better slide up.
There you go. Oh, crossover.
Crossover from Levi Cox there. I love the teeth on the Air Force machine that he's got. That's awesome.
Who's that remind you of?
Bob Skinner.
The Rocks.
He actually did that before they put that paint scheme out too, which is crazy.
Did.
The rock star.
Larry goes right back to the outside. Can he clear? Larry's not going to look at that job on the drive. Yeah, he didn't let him get. Wow, he knew he was going to try to slide up in front of him. He drove to the bottom.
He drove right down to his door, made sure he didn't take up any more track than he needed to. Back that close right there.
I think he was trying to do the same thing there, but Levi
said, hey, I need this track.
Yeah,
I need this.
We're in the middle. See if he goes back to the bottom, see if he tries to pull a slider.
Saying, here comes somebody we mentioned earlier. Here comes a 15 up on the top third car there.
There he is, David Evers. Also Robert Richards there. We talk much about Robert tonight. He's up there in the top line, that fourth car line.
See that outside lane is really starting to prevail now.
Crosser to the middle, 3 wide, into 1. He's gonna try to pull the slider. It's not gonna work.
Oh no!
The left front.
Oh, wow,
Larry
good keep there by
Larry.
Larry.
What a job by Larry there. Charles Johnson to the lead with that move. He's getting a little push here from David Edwards. Ray Rittenauer Jr. or Ray Rittenauer second pops out to the top.
Larry gonna try to look to the outside. Had to check up a little bit.
Yeah, there's a couple drivers back here from 10th on back we didn't get to talk about much here, guys, tonight. We got Paul back here in the 114. We have Eric in the 071. Who else we got back here? We got Ted Decker back here hanging out.
The guys got caught up in a few incidents tonight.
We got
they're right
Dale.
in the game, so.
Yeah, Dale's out there.
Ooh,
Talk to him.
Cars missing
whoa,
there.
Brandon and Leave. Whoa, wait.
Yeah.
Okay, nope, they're back.
Yep, they both went together.
They got the same internet.
That's what I'm guessing.
And here comes Larry. He's looking on the inside of Raymond, on the outside of Jack. In the middle, 3 wide. Oh no!
Oh, and we just went in the car. Whoopsie.
Got a little squeeze there.
Big.
Oh, and we have the big one of tonight on lap 57. Oh, boy.
Man, oh man.
Man, oh, man. It's right. Let's go back on the replay, guys, and let's see.
Ted Decker Jr. barely made it through that.
It looks like, oh, he just gets to 83, and that just caused nothing but a chain reaction.
Yeah, I don't think the 83 of Jack there, I don't think he realized they were 3 wide. And that's why he came up a little bit.
Yeah, and the spotter, exactly where his car was on the 83 and the 82, your spotter's not going to say you're 3 wide until you're basically your front tire's at your rear tire. Roughly in that area is when your spotter will trigger in the game and say 3 wide. So,
yeah,
you know
that's
what I mean?
one thing where a human spotter would have been
Seen it.
really good to have
Right.
there. Because, like you said, Robert, the spotter in iRacing, even I think the spotter that Zach and I use, it would not tell you that you're 3 wide up until pretty much the corner.
Right, because it needs everything's run off of I call it a trigger. Maybe that's not the right terms, but it's got to be at a certain spot for it to trigger that spotter to say whatever it needs to say. And if it's not there, this is what happens. You know, the 83 moves up a little bit, 82 comes down a little bit, and before you know it, you're like, oh crap, what happened? I didn't even know you were there.
Wow, I was going back and watching the replays, guys, and Ted Decker Jr. did an amazing job to get that right. So did Brandon Clark there, but that took out Larry Stubblefield there. Unfortunately, a little bit hurt him. It looks like he'll have a fast repair, I believe, though. Still, also Ray Rittenauer was also caught up with that, really hard damage. But also a lot of other guys hard damage too. Kim Worley.
There's only a couple guys I think that are gonna hurt faster. There might be a couple out there that only have 1 lap. So. One guy that did help was Josh Cully, 2-time champion. He is up into 6th now.
And this is also interesting right here, Brian. If we pit here, well, don't like they did they? Let's say if we pit here, I don't think you can make it.
I don't think so either.
Stay out here and pit when you can make it.
I think I thought a lot of people admitted, but
I think if I was at least further back, I probably would have pitted here.
yeah, I think I would have pitted no matter what. I mean, that was a decent run there. If anything, just to get the last set of tires on.
Right.
You know, keep pit in for some fresh tires, knowing, hey, there's 40 laps to go. I'm not going to pit for tires anymore. if anything, I would just come down to top off. And see if I can.
For sure, for sure.
Because I think, this track, especially, if you can get to the outside, even if you are on older tires, I think you can hold off a lot of the guys. Especially pinch them like we saw that, the 82 dude, or the 80, whoever it was that was pinching people off. If you can do that, you can defend the lead
I
pretty
believe
well.
it was Larry, yeah. So
was
yeah,
a
he
very-
did a good job the whole on for that. But unfortunately got caught up into that. He'll be back out there though with his fast car, so
Yeah, I mean, he's only back in 7th, so that's only a couple positions back where he was. Robert Richards slowly making his way up into the top 3.
yeah.
Right now he's fourth. Started 17th. We got 2nd place, Charles Johnson. He started 15th. David Edwards started 19th up to 3rd. And then Robert Richards 17th to 4th. So 2nd, 3rd, and 4th started way in the back.
Robert Richards is the biggest mover right now.
Yeah, I would say so. Well, no, David Edwards.
David Edwards?
David Edwards has moved up 16. Robert Richards is going to be 13.
Okay.
Charles Johnson,
Patterson.
13.
All right. Okay, well, with 40 laps completed here, before we end this broadcast, we'll see if we can, I'm not sure who we have on our Discord here, but if we get out somebody, maybe we'll bring them up and have a little chat with them. But for now, we're going to go back racing, action-packed racing here at Area 51 as the green flag flies.
There they go. The top 7 were pretty uniform there. The rest of the field a little bit spread out. That's okay. 15, he's looking to make a move. I think he realizes it's not quite the time.
I definitely liking how that top line is just so smooth running. Got momentum, they got speed up there. Just looks, the car looks very stable up there.
Yeah, it does.
Oh.
It's really hard to pass.
Yeah, it's hard to pass somebody up on that outside lane, especially when you're on the outside, you kind of get to choose how much track
Wow, Charles Johnson big.
you get to have. You can have anything from that second lane all the way up to the wall, whereas if you're on the bottom, they might just give you the bottom lane and that's it.
Wow, he went from 3rd and outside line to side by side. It's good move for Charles there on the bottom of that 28 and that blue machine.
I think that move is probably the result of running those Indy cars. In these cars you don't get quite the runs that we did last night, but when you do get a run, you have a little bit of a better idea of what to do with it.
That's for sure. And Charles Johnson played that lap there. Oh no,
Larry, hold on to her, man. Nice drift.
Him and a bump from Robert Richards. That was a save though. Man, what a save from Larry.
He needs to go do some gymkhana.
Oh boy.
Charles Johnson's still fighting on that bottom down there.
He's gonna start having some help from this 119 of Brandon Clark. He can give him a decent shove going into one of these corners. Well, never mind. He doesn't need a shove. He can do it himself.
Yeah.
Oh no! I saw that coming. Yep.
Oh.
Spotty potty again.
Oh man.
David Edwards, Paul Patterson. I believe the 114 Paul made it through.
I think
Josh
David
David not that lucky this time to make it through.
he have got a little bit of damage there.
Wow.
Only 4 cars make through that, guys.
Oh, and the 83 just T-boned the 119. Oh, and then the 19 got hit by somebody else trying to avoid a wreck. .071 was involved yet. 07, the 6, 33, the 66. Wow, half of the back of the field was involved in that one.
And it looks like Ken Worley, he's going to have to take it behind the wall. Chris Tay and Garrett Ford, their nights are done.
They are early in tonight in Kansas for those guys. They're going to be taking the yellow brick home.
What?
The yellow brick road home.
The yellow brick road. We're in Kansas.
Well, that leads them to Kansas, right? So they just got into tornado in there because they're not.
I was gonna say, but they're gonna follow it back home. Like, if you leads you to Kansas, it leads away from Kansas too, right?
Yeah, I guess if you go backwards.
That's my idea.
Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road.
I got started with something now. Levi Cox, 13 fast here. Josh Coley. Bunch of guys.
All right. Well,
Squatty Potty just it just squatted and potty.
Yeah, unfortunately. All right, well, guys, we got 33 laps to go here. Do you guys want to wet your whistle and quick take a break and run a quick commercial here of iRacing?
That sounds good to me. I'm definitely thirsty.
That sounds like a plan. All right, well, we'll be right back after this word. All right, we're back after that quick word from iRacing, and I'm looking at Mike Morris here, guys, in that 66. I don't know if he has any more quick repairs, but his back end is damaged. Is that Ted? Ted don't got no hood on his car.
Yeah, I think a lot of these guys, especially after this past caution before that, because there's been several wrecks where everybody's been involved. So fast repairs are hard to come by these days, these laps,
these races. I don't know. That sounded good. I think it sounded good. Or not. Zach's still taking a drink, Brian, but that's okay.
He's still sipping on whatever he sips on.
Juice.
Yeah, some apple juice, I reckon.
Yeah.
I've got some Dr. Pepper myself.
Oh, there you go. That's perfume. Drinking Dr. Pepper, it smells and tastes like drinking perfume. But anyways.
That's great. It's 23 flavors.
23. Well, everybody likes what they like, right? But, all right, well, it looks like we got Wow, look at Bud pitch to 119 there on that start. You see that there, Brian?
Yeah, I think he slowed it up there just a tad. I don't think he meant to do that.
No, but it was, you know, I think it was a pretty good move.
It's worked out in his favor.
But still,
For the time being. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah, how he moved up on that start and was like really aside to 119 there. 109, I mean.
really using all the racetrack there, yeah. I think that's how you're going to have to pass on the bottom of somebody.
But he did it on the restart, which is pretty interesting. You normally don't see that by a driver getting really close like that on a restart, you know.
Definitely.
But now you can see he's going way down there low, trying to get the run off that low line to get past that 109. But Raymond is going to say, nope, I'm going to push that Levi right back to the front in that U.S. Air Force. What's he running? Camaro. Yes. ZL01 Camaro.
Yeah, I think, I don't remember if these guys pitted or not, since we were taking our break there.
Bud did not pit.
Okay, yeah.
Everybody else did.
I was about to say, yeah, just the way he's, you know, kind of stuck on the bottom, barely holding even, still on some older tires. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough to hold on to these positions for the next 26, 27 laps.
Oh, he's Raymond's the Bud is the highest Ford running car right now in the Ford campaign group.
Oh, he does have a gap right now. If you just slide up, oh, it got shut on him. Here comes 15 on the inside, trying to make something work.
David Edwards is showing a lot of strength tonight, so can't count him out.
Yeah, he's definitely impressed me. I'm looking forward to see what he can do in the Indy cars next week with these guys. But he's definitely got these A cars on lockdown, as he's going to go down 3 wide per second.
Wow.
Oh.
That's just
Tight.
not gonna work.
Wow.
You just can't get the run coming out on that bottom line.
Bud got such a big run.
He did. Where'd that come from?
That thing came out of nowhere.
Oh,
Touching 18 to 15 there, Larry.
it's getting tight. Yeah, coming down to 25, 24 to go here. Gotta take what you can get and give as little as possible.
Yeah, that's right.
Who is that? A 78? 28.
28. Charles Johnson got into the wall.
Josh Coley's gonna get by him there. Look at Larry Stofield in the middle here. Can he get to the bottom?
Well, he thought about it. He's thinking about it. He's doing it.
Oh, but Bud. Oh, no.
Yikes.
That was close.
How'd they make that work?
I don't know.
Yeah, he went down there with some momentum, but now he's just lost it all. It's hard to get it back. He's going to have the 15 to his outside if he's not careful.
Oh, and the 15's oh, nice save.
Wow, good save.
Wow, did he get way out of shape.
Yeah, that 12, he saw, you know, he stuck his nose in there and said, hey, 15, you're going to have to let me on through, thank you.
Well, that 15, he's got to regather himself. I bet he's like, oh boy. Whew. Sawing at the
that's
wheel.
just one of those things, you know, maybe if you're racing with, you know, a different group of guys, that move may have worked. They would have let you slide up in there. But, you know, when it gets down to the end of these races here at Area 51, these guys don't give each other a lot of room.
There's no lift.
But they're able to make it work. Yep, no lift, full send.
Yeah.
21 to go here.
Well,
pretty clear of everybody else. You got the 87 of Raymond and the 6 of Bud. They're racing for second. Bud still, he's hanging on there down on the bottom.
He's doing a good job of fighting right there. Look at his work his way into the picture. Two-time champion Josh Coley on the bottom, third car in line.
Oh, and that white car with red numbers there.
Well, you know,
He's
Brian.
in the closing hour. He's about to clock out.
We were, me and Zach were talking last night with the race finishing with Jim Brooks blinking out and then coming back and taking the win over Charles Johnson right at the entrance of pit road there at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Everybody knows out there has been following Freaky Fast and Area 51. We had the closest finish, as we all know up here, closest finish in Freaky Fast history, multiple times. We seen a car blink out, huh?
I was about to say we had the closest finish like 3 times.
Right, and then we also, we had a car blink out, blink back in, did the magic trick, take the win. I told everybody last night, I'm afraid to see what these guys are going to offer us next. We thought we seen everything. Well, the only thing I could say, Brian and Zach, I think the next thing we're going to see is somebody spinning through the air like in Area 51 and win the race.
Yeah, I was going to say the only thing left is for a car to finish on its roof and win.
Well, that way too. Slide in or backwards.
Or backwards.
And I'm sure these guys can do it for us. I'm sure they're listening. So
I'm sure they're listening. Yeah, guys, you better finish backwards.
Yeah,
I'm not
somebody,
accepting nothing other than backwards.
I
they
tell
are
you,
not allowed to win on their tires.
You gotta figure out a way to lift off.
Be airborne or upside down.
Well, Levi's got the Air Force on his car.
we will
so.
find out the next 12 weeks because anybody that did not tune in last night, we are live Tuesday nights, Wednesday nights, Thursday nights, and Sunday nights with Area 51. So you don't want to miss any of the action here with these guys. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell button. You can do parenthesis follow on Facebook in the chat, and it'll automatically make you a follower and get info when we do go live. But we heard a ooh, and I'll do the ah.
Yeah, the big move from the 119 there. He came from the top side about 3-4 cars back. Went straight to the bottom. Now he's fighting for the lead.
Yeah.
But he's his old tires on the bottom. They've I think they've about had it.
Starting to hit their expiration date.
Yep, that milk is spoiled.
Look at Robert Richards up in the fourth on the top line, and Josh Coley into the top 5 in that 33. You can never count this guy out.
And he's slowly just inching his way forward.
I see him in the 42 Clover. Now, I do know why I'm seeing that, because that's the car he runs on iRacing servers when he's doing open racing. So he didn't change it in Trading Paints, because I see his name multiple times through the week when I'm testing stuff here for Freaky Fast. I see him out there running all the time.
Ooh, I don't know if Raymond had to check up there or if the 109 just had one heck of a run, but 109's gapping the field.
Well, what's the temperature of the track now? Because
Temp is down to 76, so we're
Okay.
down 8 degrees from last time we checked. It was about midway through the race, which makes sense. It is about 5:30 now, sometime. Sun's starting to head down. We had some shade earlier too, so that might have something to do with it. But as you can see, that with these tires now, we're starting to get into that single file area of the run.
Yeah.
But the race is still hot. They are. Oh, we had 2 cars blink out.
Oh,
again.
Same internet. They blinked out. They'll be back.
And they're back.
They came back. Nope.
They're trying to do a Jim Brooks move. They're trying to do. Yeah, they're trying to do cheaters, copycatters.
Brandon's doing a good job of hanging on there in the bottom, though. So.
He is doing a very good job. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah. Surprised Josh Coley hadn't been able to get to the back bumper. Robert Richards is on the outside.
Yeah, I don't know if he's giving it all he's got or if he's still waiting.
Got 10 to go, so.
Well, I think it's go time right now.
Yeah, it definitely is, I think. See Levi switching lanes there, trying to pull Brandon up. We'll go immediately back to the top and then defend that. So, I mean, interested to see how this plays out here. I think it's going to get wild. I think
10 to go.
The win is going to take a very bold move. And,
it's a bold move. It's going to have to be a late move, though. I think Raymond he's still sizing his opponent up. He's trying to figure out when he's going to make his move, even though he did lose quite a bit of time in 1 and 2 here.
1 and 2, yeah. A few times in 1 and 2, he loses a good minute gap. Round 4 here. 9 to go.
12, Robert Richards, he's trying to figure out what to do to get around one of these guys so he can finish in third.
Teammates are trying to work together now. As you see, Levi, he's going down, trying to pull that 119 of Brandon up, at least try to get him up to second. You can see him trying to play the draft for him, trying to help him out.
Well, another thing is if he does that, it keeps him side by side with the 87. If he checks the 87 here, if he can check him up a little bit here, he keeps him side by side. That doesn't let the 87 make a move.
Right.
And maybe that's what he's doing here, is checking him up and going in here, and that's why he's getting this gap. I don't know. Oh, that was me.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that was close. He's trying to follow that draft, but his car, you can't really follow it, so...
Well, you said it earlier. I think it was either Brian or you, Zach. You got to give that 119 some credit. Oh, now we have them. Oh, they'll be back. They're just doing the magic trick with 8 laps to go. And there they are. They're back. And them guys are good. Now, you need to do it coming out of turn 3 and 4 and make it, like and Jim did.
It's getting into the picture now. Josh Coley to the outside of Brandon.
Yeah, but 119.
For him there in 1 and 2.
I was going to say, I think his tires are done. I think he gave it everything he possibly could down there in that low line, and now he has to just settle back, into 5th? Wait.
Yeah, 5th.
Yeah, 5th.
One thing, these tires, it does, this 12 gets in the wall there a little bit, but these tires, they take a beating. You can get them super hot. And they'll still have a good amount of grip, and that's why they're able to stay on the bottom for so long. I think longer than with the old tire.
Yeah.
Well, the 119's right back up there all on Josh.
Yeah.
He's going to try to put Josh on the inside, but he's got to have a really, really good run on exit, which is difficult to do here at Kansas.
Close there. They got to be coming here now to 4 to go this next time by. Oh, right on board here to see what it sounds like on board.
Well, Levi's loving this. He's looking in his rearview mirror saying, keep it up, guys. That's only just helping me out more and more and more as we're going to have 4 laps to go.
It isn't. I really don't think we're going to be seeing any passes here. I think just going to the inside is going to cost you more speed. You're going to end up losing a position.
I'm watching right now on board, and it's just on the entry of 1. Levi Cox out front can hold it wide open while nobody else following behind can.
Some dirty air.
Really tough on entry, especially. Here's we come to 3 to go. Same top 5 here. Josh Coley getting hounded a little bit by Brandon there. Robert Richards kind of looked to the inside of Raymond. I think if the caution don't come out, I'm going to be truthful with you. I think Levi has this if he can just keep it up around the top.
I think so too.
Outside.
Like I said, I don't think we're going to be seeing any passing here unless somebody does get to somebody's outside. That's going to be the only way to get around.
That or get into the wall.
Gets in the wall.
I was just ready to say, or the wall.
Here we go, 2 to go. Josh Coley will make the big move to the inside. I don't think that's going to work, though. Oh, and Brandon behind in the wall.
In the wall, but that's going to help him turn and get to the inside of Josh Coley. Although I don't think that's going to...
Yeah, I don't think so. He's going to go into turn 3 and 4, but coming to the white flag. Looks like Levi Cox is going to have a pretty strong chance here to hold on to this win, maybe. Let's see what he can do. White flag's in the air. Can Raymond Rittenauer get to him?
Final lap here tonight. 1 to go.
I think so.
Here we go. They already got
just the combination of the dirty air and these old tires. This is the longest green flag run we've had. So some old tires, just not a whole lot you can do with the car right now.
Oh, and Levi does a different line there this time, but he's got enough of a gap to be able to. Yeah, he's got enough of a gap to do it. And congratulations to Levi.
Second place to Raymond Rittenauer, and third place to Robert Richards. Robert Richards with another third place tonight. Good job on him.
Yeah.
Back up his third from
Josh Cully fourth and Brandon Clark fifth, and then our new guy there, David Edwards.
Yeah.
Out of here with sixth place.
Yeah, good strong run from him. Michael Spell bounces back too. He's going to finish in seventh. Larry's going to round out ninth, and he's going to round out the top 10. It's going to be Charles Johnson here tonight. And just outside of the top 10 is going to be Paul in 11th place.
Awesome race there.
That was good.
Tough to pass. It was interesting riding on board there at the end, I got to say. That gave me a little bit of insight how I was probably feeling. And just seemed like Levi could really that's why you seen the gap grow in the entry of 1 and 2 so much, just due to the fact that just seemed like couldn't follow through the entry behind someone. So very interesting. Good race though.
Oh yeah. Great race. Great race. All right. Well, let's see who we have.
We have third and first, I believe. So.
Third and first. Alrighty.
So get the honors tonight.
Alrighty. So Zach gets to take a break.
I got 2 last night, so
yeah, that's true.
That is true.
That's true. That's true. All right, we'll let you take a break here tonight. But all right,
I'll pull him down. I'll do that work.
All right, he'll do the work, but we will be right back after we get ready to do this post race interview here from Kansas Speedway with Area 51. We'll be right back. All right, we're back after that quick word there from iRacing's video. Quick commercial break, but we do have first place and third place here tonight as Robert Richards is going to finish third, and Levi Cox is going to get his win here at Kansas at Area 51, Season 3 opener here tonight. It's the Gen 6 cars. So, all right, let's have our quick interviews. Oh, as we lost Levi.
But hey, Robert Richards is Brian in the booth. Everybody's coming in here. Oh, talk to Robert Richards first. Hey, man, you got a copy? Yeah, I got you. Oh man, well, a fantastic race for you. Started 17th, finished third here tonight. I think for the most part dodged all the wrecks for the most part, I believe. But there at the end, just it seemed like the dirty air and the tires were not in your favor. It looked like it was kind of tough to pass, especially on the inside, maybe after 15 laps. But how was that race from inside that 12 car for you tonight?
Overall, it was pretty good. It seemed like all the wrecks happened like directly in front of me. Then I got caught in that one towards the end there, but the tires they towards the end it was just pushing to the wall, and I was just letting out more. I was just mainly trying to defend third. I knew I wasn't gonna be able to get second place guy because they had a little bit fresher tires, but I got in the wall a couple times. Luckily, didn't lose the speed over it, but I don't know how many more laps I could have went without it actually just plowing towards the wall.
Yeah, I think we definitely saw that from up top, where it just seemed like everybody was pushing, except for Levi. He had that clean air, so he wouldn't have any issues. But that last chunk of laps there, that was the longest we had been under green flag, I believe. So the oldest tires we saw. Last year the big talk was this new aero package, but this year we're going to have these V7 tires to talk about. Just from tonight's race, uh, were the tires a pretty significant change, and did they kind of affect how you ran this race tonight?
Yeah, for me they were. I was able to run the top a whole lot better than with these tires than the old tires. They seem to stick a little better. I don't know if it had to do with more with the heat or not, but with the old tires, you could run the bottom and pass on the bottom just as easy as the top. But with these, you could run the top multi-groove track, so it made it a lot more interesting to be able to run to the top and test out. See how close you can get to the wall without hitting it. Of course, a lot of people hit it, and uh, it screws a lot of them up doing that. But if you're able to stay off the wall and get close to it as you can without hitting it, you can get some pretty decent speed going down the straightaway. And it definitely showed tonight being able to get the run. I mean, I stayed up high pretty much the whole race. That's one thing I like about Kansas. Is just a multi-gear track. So the tires are definitely making a difference. I'm just waiting for one of them to explode to see how much of a difference that makes.
Well, you're gonna have to show that to us tomorrow night or next week or at some point. But well said, well said. But before I let you go and celebrate this third place finish here tonight during this recruitment race, is there anybody you'd like to give a shout out to real quick?
I'll give a shout out to Michael. He gave me a lot of help there. So did Charles. He cut me a break. He let me slide up top when he didn't have to. So we give Charles and all the guys who put the effort into making these races happen. Especially Charles. He works a lot on these setups by himself. People do test him out, and he has people test out and give feedback. But for the majority, he does these setups, and he does a phenomenal job on them.
Awesome, awesome. Well, that's good to hear, and hopefully we will see you here tomorrow night for another round here at Area 51.
Yeah, we'll be here. We'll 2 nights in a row. It's third. Hopefully, we can get a win tomorrow.
All right, it sounds good. We'll be looking for you.
Thanks, guys. Y'all have a good one.
All right, you too.
All right, that was our third place man, Rob Richards. Like you said, 2 third places in a row. Hopefully, he can make them 2 third places turn into a first tomorrow night at Daytona. But I'm gonna bring our winner up here so he can get a talk in with Robert Moyer Jr.
Alrighty. Levi Cox, Robert up here in the booth of Freaky Fest. Got a copy, buddy?
What is going on, boys?
No, hey, not much, man. Not much. Congratulations on your win here tonight. In these Gen 6 here at Kansas Super Speedway. How was the car for you out there tonight?
The car was pretty good. Luckily, old Charles let us run it in practice and decided on which package he wanted to go with, and then we had that 30-minute package before, or 30-minute practice before the race too. So it wasn't bad. It felt like it. We had a fun race. I guess couple nights ago, and it was the same package we ran there pretty much. So had a pretty good feel for it.
Okay, okay. So the tires held out pretty well for you on that very last stint because that was the longest run. I think it was like 33, 34. It says 32 laps was your longest stint. How was those tires towards the end of that run with these new versions?
Yeah, they were getting pretty bad. Usually, if you're in the lead, you can about hold it wide open. A couple times I thought about cracking the throttle, but as a leader, you don't have to. And luckily, I didn't have to throughout that whole run. But it was a few more laps, and you definitely was going to have to let out of the gas.
Yeah, there towards the end of the race there, halfway through that run there, we were talking. We seen you keep ducking down there to try to help your teammate there, Brandon. I guess his tires were just a little bit more worn out on that low line being pinched, or he just, I'm sure you guys were talking, you were trying to get him up to second place.
Yeah, every time I looked in the mirror and seen that they didn't have a huge run, I was trying to give them a little bit of help. But like you said, if you're on the bottom, it doesn't matter if you're all the way on the bottom or second group from the top. Like your tires are getting killed, especially that right front. And it's just hard to keep up your momentum unless the bottom's okay if you can use the whole track, but if you got somebody on your outside, you're eating up your stuff.
Yeah, and you're basically pinching him off coming out of the corner, whoever he's beside. So, you lose all your momentum as you gain it through the entering the middle of that turn, and you try to exit with it, and it's a killer.
Exactly.
Yep. So, all right, man. Well, hey, congratulations on your win. Before I let you go, I see you got a nice paint scheme out there, U.S. Air Force. That's awesome. Do you serve, or do you know somebody who served?
My buddy's dad, he was in the army, and my brother, I
Sorry,
haven't served myself.
sorry, you broke out there. Your brother, what?
My buddy's dad served in the army, and my brother, but no, I haven't served myself.
Okay. Well, tell your brother from Freaky Fast and from us, thank you. I mean, that's about all I can really say on that.
Will do.
We do appreciate it very, very much, serving our country for good causes. But all right, man. Before I let you head out of here, next week in the Indy cars. I mean, in this tonight's Wednesday's recruitment racing, we're gonna be in the Indy cars at Indy. Are you gonna be there?
Yes, I will be. Luckily, I got to run that last night as well. It didn't
Mm-hmm.
go exactly planned, so looking to do better there. Before we get off here, I gotta
Mm-hmm.
apologize to Charles. Looking back at the replay, he came up and threw a pretty close block, and I got out of the gas, and it looked like I hit him and got his car off center. And then next time we went to draft, it just turned us. So I do apologize on that.
Right. I'm sure he's cool with it. He's a cool cat. But back to the Indy race. Yes, you did race last night, and it didn't turn out the way you wanted. So, with that, what you learned last night, what are you gonna can you take from that and apply it to next week's race at Indy?
That's a good question. That was the first time I ran those Indy cars, and
Oh.
so definitely a lot of draft going on there. I don't know if I had a little bit of damage that last run, but it just was not sucking up to them like it was earlier, or if that was just everybody holding it down and not lifting anymore. But um, definitely got to pay attention to how they come off the corners, off 2 and 4, and just keep it low. It keeps that outside guy, keeps them pinned up there, and it's pretty hard to clear them if you're the first guy on the outside. So I learned a little bit. We'll see what we can do.
Okay. All right. Cool deal. Well, my last question is that I seen Brandon and you doing the magic trick of Jim Brooks. Were you testing out that skill there of disappearing at the same time and coming back?
We're both in the same area, and we both got a same internet
Yep.
provider. And
Yeah.
luckily at this track, it doesn't. You can blink out and it doesn't affect too much. So thankful for that for sure.
Right. Yeah, I said to Zach and Brian, I said, "Oh, he's trying to steal Jim's magic trick." But with that being said, like I said, is there anybody you want to give a final shout out, bud, before I let you
Just a shout out to Brandon. He took home the win, I guess, last week, and took it home this week. So 2 for 2 so far. Let's keep that going. And also another shout out to Charles about that wreck. I apologize about that.
10-4, 10-4. All right. Well, congratulations again, man. And we will catch you tomorrow night. I'm trying to see where we're at. I believe we're at Daytona for 100 laps. So we will catch you down south in Florida there, bud.
All right. Thank you guys for putting on the broadcast as well. Y'all doing an awesome job.
Well, we appreciate it, bud. And again, congratulations. And we will catch you tomorrow night, hopefully.
All right. See you guys.
All right, that was Levi Cox, your winner for tonight's race here on the Wednesday night. Will they call it the recruitment series, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, recruitment area 51 series. Yeah. So good job to Levi on the win.
Emperors. All right. Well,
also shout out to Raymond Rittenhour in a second. We didn't get to talk to him, but good run tonight, man.
Yeah, Raymond, if you're out there, hop on Discord, bud. So we can have a chat with you in the near future here, hopefully. But
Yep.
All right. Well, I brought up the unofficial results here at Kansas Speedway with Season 3 opener here with Area 51. If you want to run through the final results there, Brian, and then we'll get ready to pack our stuff and head on down to Daytona for some fast axe packing race draft craziness, racing with that, with that cars down there.
Yep. Well, tonight, your winner, we just talked to him, is going to be Levi Cox, followed by Raymond Rittenauer second in second. Then Robert Richards is going to round out the podium in third. Behind him, we're going to have Josh Cully in fourth, Brandon Clark in fifth, David Edwards sixth, Michael W. Spell in seventh, Bud Steele eighth, Larry Stubblefield ninth, Charles Johnson in 10th, Paul Regney in 11th, Mike Morrison 12th, Paul Patterson 13th, Ted Decker Jr. in 14th, Jack Walls 15th, Dale Willoughby is going to be 16th, Eric Laurie 17th, Matt Quick 18th, Chris Tagan 19th, Ken Worley 20th, and Jim Brooks did not grid, but he's going to finish 21st.
And for our last night winner in the Indy Motor Speedway race with the Indy cars with their Season 3 opener, he won the race there, like we said earlier. So congratulations to him for winning Tuesday night. Congratulations to Levi Cox for winning tonight. Make sure you tune in tomorrow night, 8:55 Eastern, as we will be live down at Daytona for 100 laps down there. It's going to be a little bit of a long race, 100 laps at 2.5 mile or 2 mile track. What is? Sorry, I should know that. What's Daytona?
2.5 miles. 2.5.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yep.
My bad.
Yep.
My brain stopped there for a minute.
Yep.
Yeah, 2.5 miles. That's 100 laps. It's a pretty long race. So we'll have to see how that all plays out and see if we have a different winner. If Levi can go back to back with these Gen 6 cars here at Area 51, and then after that we will be live on Sunday night. I should have this up here. Sunday night, we do go to Daytona again for the Super Speedway Series. So that will be opening up there too. But all right, well, guys, my final question to you guys is that I'm not going to ask you what your final thoughts of the race is, but I'm going to ask you to, what did you take out of this race that you think you can apply to what you've seen when the season starts opening at the World Series Sim Racing League that you guys got, and we're going to be broadcasting here at Freaky Fast on Saturday nights when it comes in February.
Well,
Yep.
Happy about that. But yeah, I think there's a lot me and Brian you probably could take away. Tell you one thing, the Highline definitely looks good. This package is different than what we had before. I think clean air is actually more important than it actually was then. I don't know if the dirty air effect is as bad, but it seems like clean air is just really good on the tires. Especially we did a Chicagoland race not too long ago, and it just seemed like that. But yeah, there's a lot to learn. So with us doing Cup Series, pretty much what 3 times a week, 3 times, or well, yeah, 3 times a week, and then it'll be 4 with that. So 4 times a week for Cup Series. We're going to learn about these Cup cars this upcoming few months.
Yeah, I think I definitely learned some things, which was nice. I didn't have to go around and run the car for 100 laps. I let somebody else do it for me. But yeah, I think there are some things that I really want to try. just as far as just trying to pass, because it seems like after about 20 laps, it's pretty much impossible to pass at Kansas in the
Yeah.
daytime. So there's a couple things that I would like to try. Um, it's still going to be difficult, but I'm like you, Zach. I think clean air is more important than ever. Which
Track position, track position, track position, track position.
exactly, ever since we got this new package last year, I had been kind of more prone to qualifying
Yeah.
rather than just kind of staying in the back. Because used to, I'd be kind of like on the fence about qualifying. Oh, I'll just start at the back. Well, now it's like I got to get that track position. I got to
And
keep it,
keep it.
and I just always move forward because the cleaner air you get, the better. The less you have to put your tires through some stress to get around a car, the better. And tonight definitely showed that. Maybe not so much for for most of the race, because we did get some cautions there, some nice breakups to get the pack back together. But that
Yeah.
last run there really showed that once the tires have had it, you're just along for the ride. And I think Robert Richards, the way he described it, he said that really well. From what I gathered from that, he pretty much just said he's along for the ride, just trying to defend what he had. So it's put a different dynamic on on these 1.5 milers now. Uh, but I think it's going to be some pretty good racing because even though they were not able to pass and to race door to door, they were still racing really close together. And one mistake could have cost them a lot. So uh, we are in for a good time in 2020.
Yes, we are.
All right. Yes. So yes, we will be live with the new coming up here in February with a new league called World Series Sim Racing League. Make sure you check them out on Facebook, and you can also check them out on the iRacing League page. Make sure you check them out if you're interested in running some cup cars and some different tracks and whatever else they got going on over there. When they finalize everything, make sure you check them out. And we will be broadcasting some of the races, not all of them, but as of right now, we're going to be doing some of the races for them come February on Saturday night. So, but all right, well, good feedback from both of you guys. I was awesome race. I sit back and watch and listen all the time with you guys and everybody and watching. So I do get some input back, and I do try to apply it when I do get out there on the track every now and then, and I do try to apply it. But well, with that being said, hopefully everybody has a good night. We're going to head out of here to Kansas, pack our stuff up, and head down to Florida to the good old iconic Daytona International Speedway tomorrow night at 8:55. Make sure you hit that follow button, subscribe button on YouTube, follow button on Facebook. But until then, we'll catch everybody tomorrow night. Have a great day tomorrow. God bless everybody. Peace out. Love you all.
Later,
everybody.
folks.